Election day model update. I did get a new model today, which is very exciting. Of course, this is the SDF from Macross Delta, but more on that when we do a shed update. So looking forward to examining more of that. The MTB. I went ahead and put my styrene putty on there. I got it on both sides and of the fuselage, and I started wet sanding it. But one thing, it's a little lumpy, and I got a little ahead of myself. When you apply styrene putty, especially when you make your own, this stuff basically needs a day, maybe 2 days to really cure on the model. And when you do, when it does, it gets just as hard as the kit itself. So that's one thing that you got to remember when you apply it. I let it sit for almost about half a day, and it was pretty much cured, but it needs to it needed just to be a little bit more. Right now, this is day 2, and it's rock hard. So now I can really sand that down and get it smooth as I did on this side. But anyway, that's what I have done on that. One thing about the styrene putty here is back in the old days, especially in the 70s, that's what they used to sculpt with, like figures, sculpt hair, because, they didn't have epoxy sculpt back then, and that was also a lost art medium, and not a whole lot of articles about that using styrene sculpt on there. But anyway, that's a little bit of history there, so I thought that would be unique. Anyway, I'm just down to sanding that, and then once I get that sanded, I'm going to, and yes, Bill, I think I will put the figures in. I think that'll give it a little bit of character, and we'll see how the figures look once they're painted. Don't want them, don't want it too distracting from the airplane. But anyway, I got that almost done, and then I'm sub-assembling as we speak. I got to do the little bracket thing here that goes on the engines, and of course the brackets go on the wings, but we'll get there. Anyway, just basic construction is usually what I'm pretty much worried about. The GTX, I took Mr. Hobby Knife with a sharp blade, and I basically stabbed it on any of the air bubbles, and I got pretty much all of them out. Just got a little bit one right there, and then trying to work it out and get it the best I can get it, and it should be ready to go. I want to try to do the trim and all the trim, get that done by this weekend, or if not by this weekend, I will start it this weekend, and that way I can get that done, and then get the red and the orange lights there on the sides, get them painted, and then hopefully get some future on it, and then get it assembled. That's what I want to do. But anyway, after I got most of the top here done, I went ahead and took a little red paint, took a little bit of the detailer here, red detailer, and put in little tail lights, so it gives it a good little shine, just like it would a reflective, clear plastic. So we're good to go on that, and getting close to, I just got to do the trim and just little things, and we'll be able to wrap it up very, very soon. The Crazy Horse basically went back in and took Mrs. Anita's flat black, and I just got to, well, come on now, go the other way. It's pretty much light block. I just got to go one more round on the nacelles here, and be pretty much done on it. I got most of it. I just got to go one more round. I basically just do a light coat with a brush, and then go back in, and once it dry, do another one, and then just keep building it up, and then before you know it, you have it done. I just got to do a little bit more here on the sides, if you can see it, and I'd be basically ready to paint. I think what I'm going to do is after I get the light blocking done, I'm going to take, and I probably don't, well, I may have, I've got some in there, liquid mask. I'm going to go in and put some liquid mask on some of the clear parts that stick out, and then I'm going to put the base coat, which all my Federation ships is duck egg blue. I like this color. I think it looks Federation colors, and especially when you put the Aztec on, I think it just makes it just pop when you add that color. But anyway, this is the aqua one. I've been buying a lot of this because it's just been easier to get, and you can use my thinner mixed concoction, and it works just great with the aquarels. So because I used to when I first started with the aqua paints, I never did like these. I thought they shot out of the airbrush just real crazy. But once I started doing my thinner in there, it works just like a charm. So that's what I'll be using on that. So what I'm hoping is to get the light blocking done, and then once I get that, I'd like to get the little bit masked off, and then get just base coat on it, because it's going to take a couple of coats, and then basically once you start getting decals on it, it just starts bringing it to life. But anyway, that is what I have got going on today, this election day coverage. I got a new model which we'll do a shed update, because I do got a couple other things to talk about on there, and we are continuing to light block the Crazy Horse, doing some rear tail light duty on the GTX, and we got sanding duty on the MTB. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.